on Twitter replies, etc., etc., a friend all of a sudden goes on a live broadcast and calls them that. That's a no-no. And slowly started hitting. Slowly started understanding. And with that realization, I realized that, hey, you need to watch your mouth. You really need to watch your mouth. Because it's just, the thought of freedom that I had been chasing after for so long was finally here. And I decided to take it and run with it. And I didn't know. I guess I didn't know. I just didn't know how to handle myself. I didn't know how to be a person almost. Don't do it again? Never. John, this is not a good time, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, you guys are right. I was hey Raiders. Welcome. I'm just explaining how I am the biggest dumbass of all time and how I hurt my friend a lot. Very deeply, in fact, that I wasn't able to talk to her for a couple days. Thanks for the raid, John. And I figure I just gotta be a better person. And I took that problem and I took it and I really thought about it. And after I figured out the situation on why Jamie was upset, tried to reach out. Eventually we had our conversation. I sat down with her, went to her house. We talked it out. She told me, yeah, she pretty essentially she told me what I thought was the case. And she told me, oh, after she saw the whole video, she got it. It was a joke. But at that point, I stayed with the apology because I felt that I had understood why she felt that way in the moment. Whether it was a joke or not, it was uncalled for, it was stupid. It was dumb. It was unnecessary. And, you know, we shits and giggles, blah, blah, blah. We were talking. Yeah. But she's okay now. And then we're big chilling. You know how it is. Jamie and I have always been a duo. A lot of people call it Tom and Jerry effect. Constantly just roasting each other, and my shit was just it was not it. I shouldn't have made that joke. And once again I apologize to anyone that took offense to it. I really am. I think I learned a lot through this experience. And it sucks. It really, really sucks that it took something like this for me to understand. And for me to, I think, grow from it. I am so sorry to Jamie. But I think I needed this learning experience. Of course, I would never do it again. Of course, if I could go back, I'd take it back. You know what I mean? But I think it was something where I realized a new viewing point of where the situation was. But yeah. Definitely will not do that again. Definitely will not do that again. No shot. Never again. I think what happened, so now that that is clarified and what happened with me and Jamie is clarified and what I learned from that situation has been explained, let's move on to what a lot of people were saying on social media. So what happened on social media was interesting because usually, I'll be 100% honest, 99% of the time I just ignore it and move on because a lot of it's a reach. But this time, I kind of, after that whole understanding, I strapped myself in for a ride and I went through it all. Guys, I don't think it's a censor problem. I think it was a mindset problem. I went through it all. And you guys, I mean, yes, haters are haters, but I started to understand what a lot of people were saying, and some of that shit was like hurtful, dude. A lot of people were like, yo, you need to be like put into a mental hospital. Like, I get you were hurt, man, but kind of far. You know what I mean? So I really started doing some thinking and contemplating, and a lot of people were saying, I miss the old Jay, bring the old Jay back. Even if he was fake, etc., etc. I don't think I was ever fake. I think it was just a censored version of it. But I really, really tried. I feel like I really tried my best over the last, let's say 10 years, because that was the point when I came to Korea. I was like, all right, I'm gonna grow up now. One, I realized my mentality is still stuck at a 20-year-old. I'm just immature. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just am. And dude, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. Wait, what was I gonna say? I'm being a goldfish again. We could talk about the immaturity. I'm like talking this out because all I've been doing, guys, for the past however many days that I've been here, or I've been away, is like the first 2 weeks I was just straight up thinking. I was actually just trying to think. And I feel okay, yeah. Here, so this is the point. I'm not gonna lie, it sucked. It sucked seeing a lot of those comments because I feel like I had tried to be the better version of myself, to make the correct decisions morally. I feel like I've tried. And every time I've made a mistake where I actually felt like, oh, this isn't a reach, this is something that I actually messed up on, I've tried to apologize and make myself better. And I tried to become a better person than I am. But all of a sudden, everyone was just telling me that I was a terrible person because of this. And everything that I've done that I had tried to do the right thing in, it didn't matter. It just nothing mattered. And all that mattered was that I'm a terrible human being because of this clip, this clip, this clip, this clip, and this clip. Guys, I agree. I make a lot of mistakes. But the moment that I constantly started seeing this trend of, oh, this is not the first time he's been in hot water. Yo, this was the last straw. How many straws did I break? A lot. I think everyone who has actually followed me and is not just seen the clips or whatever out of context, and everyone who's been here with me, but I would say the shortest amount of time. Anyone who has been here with me on this journey, I hope that I have been and I have shown you who I am enough for you guys to understand that that was a mistake and that wasn't who I was. And I was so nervous when I went to talk with Jamie because I was afraid that she thought that I was that mistake. I was so afraid because I had heard her crying on the phone when I called her. I was so afraid because I had heard her parents talk to my parents, talk to me about how they were crying, calling my mom. And I went in there shaking. Bro, I was downright fucking terrified. Because the truth of the matter is, she didn't have to ever forgive me. Right? The truth of the matter is, she didn't have to forgive me. But she did. Because she said that's what friends are for, right? And I realized that I had shown her enough of myself. She's an angel, of course. Facts. She has a huge heart. She didn't have to forgive me. Because that mistake could have defined that as me to her.